You're worshiping banks like they're gods, and they're not. At best, they're grave diggers, and you're handing them the shovel. Watch this whole video, or you'll miss the one truth that could save you and your wealth from their claws. Yes, banks have claws. Skip this video and you'll be just another sucker buried under fiat's weight. Your life is a lie. Did you know? Your life's a lie. You wake up, check your bank app, and feel safe. That number on your screen, first off, it's not even money. It's just a number. Secondly, it's not yours. It's theirs. You're just there begging for scraps while banks feast on your future. Bitcoin's been screaming freedom since 2009, yet you're still kneeling at the altar of JP Morgan and Wells Fargo. Why? You're not stupid. You're not powerless. You're just brainwashed, like we all were at some point. Is it not time for you to snap out of it? Your bank account's the leash. You deposit your money, your cash, they lend it out, make billions on your back, and toss you what, pennies? So please don't be proud of your 0.5% savings rate because it's pathetic. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's up 62% a year since 2020, crushing the S&P's 14%. You're not banking, you're bleeding. And if you're too blind to see the knife that stabs you, then you're too blind. Shocking truth number one, banks don't serve you, they own you. In 2023, US banks pocketed $38 billion in overdraft fees alone. Oh, sir, you overdrafted by 2 cents. No problemo, that's a $35 fine. Oh, ma'am, you used that ATM? $3, please. Thank you. And let's be honest here, you're worshiping a thief. Banks don't just hold your money, they bleed it. In 2024, US banks charged $12 billion in maintenance fees for accounts with low balances. You're poor, so they kick you harder. Meanwhile, low-key, they're buying Bitcoin. JP Morgan holds Bitcoin ETFs in 2025, hedging while you drown. You're not their friend. You're not even their client. You're their mark. And you still bow down to them? In all reality, banks are teetering and you're their collateral. In March 2023, Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank collapsed in days. Depositors scrambled and many lost everything. Or in 2025, Deutsche Bank's wobbling with $1.3 trillion in derivatives exposure, 20 times Germany's GDP, $1.3 trillion. When they fall, your deposits are their cushion. Our favorite Bitcoin evangelist, Michael Saylor, warned us in 2024, banks are leveraged 20-1, sitting on a powder keg of bad loans. You're not secure, you're bait. And they're not your friend, they're your pimp. And let's face it, you are their hoe. And you are paying for this privilege to be their hoe. The bank's going to take your money. Then the government's going to inflate the currency, freeze your account, and tell you, oh, it's worthless. You're not a customer, you're prey. Shocking truth number two, the great financial reset is coming. It is imminent, it is inevitable, and banks won't save you. Central banks are pushing digital currencies, CBDCs, that track your every move and through which your respective rulers can censor you at any time. China's digital yuan trials hit 1.8 billion transactions by 2024, which is not really that big of a number considering the population of China, but still the Fed's eyeing the same since then. Your bank will comply, handing over your data and control to the government. Saylor says CBDCs are slavery in digital form, and Bitcoin is liberty. So if you're not preparing, you're sleepwalking yourself into a cage. Shocking truth number three, you're worshiping a dying god. Banks are relics. Bitcoin's the future. Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace run by incorruptible software offering a global, affordable, secure savings account to billions. No fees, no freezes, no bullshit. Yet you're clinging to a system that's been fleecing you silly for centuries? Why? Because it's familiar? I know that familiar feels safe, but it really isn't. Then why? Because it's easy? You're not broke, you're broken. But you're not broke. You're broken and you're choosing it. So, is there a way out? Well, let's talk Bitcoin. It's not a fad. It's important to understand it's not a scam. It's a revolution. It's a fixed 21 million coins and no one can print more. Compare that to fiat, where the US minted $6 trillion in a panic. Bitcoin is decentralized. No CEO, no government, just code. Pure, unadulterable code. In 2024, when banks like BlackRock and Fidelity started holding Bitcoin, the game changed. Saylor predicts Bitcoin at $13 million by 2045. $13 million for one Bitcoin. You're not early anymore, but you're not late either. The odds are still in your favor if you want to survive, unless, of course, you keep worshiping banks. Some of you got objections about Bitcoin, and I hear them. Bitcoin's risky, riskier than banks that charge you to exist. Literally, Bitcoin's complicated. So is your bank's 50-page terms of service you never bothered to read. Bitcoin's for criminals. Really? Then why is cash still the king of crime? Bitcoin's openly traceable. Cash is not. Bitcoin's bad for the planet. Wrong. Bitcoin uses 0.1% of global energy, less than bank server farms. So your kung fu, my young one, is weak. Your excuses are fear dressed up as logic, and they're keeping you chained. But let's get down to the real question here. Why do you trust banks? Habit, brainwashing. They're not your mom. They're corporations. They'll drop you the second it suits them. In 1933, the US banned gold ownership, forcing citizens to sell at $20 an ounce. Banks complied. They always do. Bitcoin? No one can seize it. Nobody can confiscate it from you. They can shoot you, but they can't take your Bitcoin. Now that's power. And you're scared of it? Here's the mindset shift you need. If you want to survive, stop worshiping banks. Start worshiping freedom. Banks are only middlemen stealing your wealth. They're unnecessary. Bitcoin cuts them out. It's you, your keys, your money. No permission needed from anybody. No fees. Nothing's draining you. No government freezing you. Wealth isn't a bigger bank balance. It's control. Bitcoin hands you the reins, but you got to grab them. I can't grab them for you. Here's the goal. Start ditching banks now to survive the reset. You don't need to go all in. You know what I mean? Don't be stupid. Don't burn your debit card. But you need to plan to shift to Bitcoin, or at least start shifting to Bitcoin step by step before fiat's a memory. Because the future belongs to those who hold their own keys. That's you if you move. So, action 1, cut your bank dependency. Check your fees. In 2024, the average checking account cost $408 in hidden fees and charges. Move to a no-fee online bank or a credit union and keep just one account for bills. But funnel extra cash to Bitcoin. Buy $50 worth of Bitcoin monthly or weekly or daily, whatever you can afford. Do it on a trusted exchange. It's not investing, it's escaping. Action 2, learn self-custody. Banks love you trusting their vaults. Screw that. Get a hardware wallet like a Ledger Nano S or a Trezor or a Cold Card. $80, $100, $200, but it's a one-time cost. You can store all your BTC there, not on an exchange. Just write down your seed phrases or stamp it on metal, steel, titanium. I don't care. Make sure it stands the proof of time and lock it in a safe or hide it someplace where only you know where and what. Not your keys, not your crypto. Make this your mantra. In 2024, FTX's collapse cost users $8 billion. So don't be next. Action 3, start demanding Bitcoin for your work. Yes, I didn't say start asking or offer Bitcoin as an option. Start demanding Bitcoin for your work. You've got a side hustle, selling old stuff, or doing freelance gigs? Great. Stop begging for fiat. Start accepting Bitcoin. Better yet, demand it. Offer 10 to 20% off if they pay with Bitcoin. Why? Because that 10 to 20% is nothing for you if your Bitcoin can make over 50 to 60% annually, historically speaking, and it's real money. No bank skimming fees, no government tracking your hustle. In 2025, BitPay powers 10,000 plus merchants from cafes to tech shops who accept Bitcoin. Set up a wallet like Blue Wallet, share your QR code, and start getting paid instantly. No middleman, no 3% Visa or MasterCard cut or a need for a merchant account. When the reset hits, fiat's toast, but Bitcoin keeps flowing. So practice now, make Bitcoin your currency and accumulate however you can. Be the one who's ready. Action 4, master Bitcoin through relentless learning. Don't skim 10,000 crypto blogs and call it progress. Sun Tzu said it best in The Art of War. I fear not the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once, but the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. For Bitcoin, I don't fear the guy who's read 10,000 white papers. I fear the one who studied Satoshi's white paper 10,000 times. Educate yourself about Bitcoin on a daily. Learn Lightning Network's cheap transfers. When the reset crashes fiat, your knowledge will be your shield. So stop dabbling, master one thing, be dangerous. You got to shift your mindset. Stop seeing banks as your master. See them as a tool, because that's what they are. See them as a tool, one you're phasing out. Bitcoin is not a side hustle, it's your lifeline. It's you holding wealth no one can seize. It's you dodging CBDCs. It's you thriving when fiat burns. But you've got to start now. The reset's not a fairy tale. In 2024, the IMF pushed for global financial inclusion via digital currencies. By 2026, 60% of countries will test CBDCs. Your bank's ready to flip the switch, no matter where you live. And they will be tracking your coffee runs and freezing you for wrong think. Got the reference? Like you live in George Orwell's 1984? Bitcoin is your hedge. Bitcoin is the only thing that can not be confiscated in a world of digital control. You're not ready, then you're exposed. Newbies, this is your wake-up call. You don't need $10,000 or $100,000 to start. Buy $20 worth of BTC. Feel the power of owning something real. Hodlers, you get it, right? But are you acting? Move more to self-custody. Accept Bitcoin. Pay with Bitcoin. Spread the word. The reset's coming for us. You're at a crossroads. One path's banks, easy, shiny, deadly. They'll drain you, track you, bury you, good night. The others, Bitcoin, hard, scary, sure at first, but it's free. You don't need a degree, you don't need a fortune. All you need is guts. Because Bitcoin is hope for the individual in a world of institutional decay. You're not grabbing it. Why? What's holding you? Comfort? Doubt? You're not too small to fight. You're not too late to win. You're just too soft to try. And your softness is probably why banks rule you. It's exactly why you're only one fee away from being broke. It's why you're not ready for the reset. This ends two ways. Option one, you stay with banks. You keep your fiat, you keep your safety. And when the reset hits, your accounts are logged, your dollars are digital shackles, and you're done. Toast. Goodbye. Option two, you move, you buy Bitcoin, you learn self custody, you use Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not perfect. You're not perfect either. But Bitcoin's free, and with Bitcoin, you're free. You're not a victim, you're a survivor. This video is your chance. I'm not your boss. I'm just some crazy bro who's truly sick of watching other bros kneel. You're not buried because banks are strong and you are weak. You're buried, and this is a very important distinction. You're buried because despite banks being strong, you're choosing to be weak. When Bitcoin's here, it's growing. It's not waiting. In 2025, we should all be pushing Bitcoin as the apex property of the digital age. Even banks are buying in, but they won't tell you and most definitely won't save you. Here's your final slap of truth in this video. Stop worshiping banks or they'll bury you. Bitcoin is not a fantasy. It's a fight. It's your fight. It's your money, your power, your future. But fights aren't won by sitting still. Open X, open Google, open YouTube, open ChatGPT. Just open something and educate yourself. Search Bitcoin self-custody. Buy $30 of Bitcoin, start accepting it and start paying with it. Or keep worshiping banks. Keep losing. Keep waiting for the reset to crush you, because it will crush you. And when it does, don't cry. Be a man. Don't you dare to say that ugly as bald Hungarian guy didn't warn you. If the reset crushes you, you brought this onto yourself because I warned you. Yet you chose this. But if you choose Bitcoin, then act. What better place than here? What better time than now? Feel the freedom. Feel what freedom tastes like. Or keep kissing bank boots. Keep praying that they spare you. But when they don't whine. Just know you chose this. Your move.